I've done bicep curls for over a decade, and I can tell you right now, at least half the exercises you're about to see people doing in the gym are quietly wasting your time. Today, we're ranking 20 bicep exercises. And by the end of this, you're going to know exactly which ones to build your entire arm day around. Let's get into it. Barbell curl straight bar, both hands, standing tall. This is the single most tested, most efficient mass-building bicep exercise there is. You can load significantly more weight on a barbell curl than almost any other bicep movement, and heavier load under control is still the biggest driver of muscle growth we have real evidence for. It also forces both arms to work together, building raw strength faster than almost anything else on this list. That's an S-tier exercise, no question. Wrist curl. This one confuses people because it's marketed as an arm exercise, but it barely touches your biceps at all. It's almost entirely forearm and grip. It's not a bad exercise. It's just on the wrong list. If biceps are the goal, this is close to wasted time. D-tier. Incline dumbbell curl. Seated on an incline bench, arms hanging straight down behind your torso. The incline position puts your shoulder in extension, stretching the bicep at the very bottom of the movement. And that stretch position under load is one of the most research-backed triggers for muscle growth we currently know about. Most lifters skip this because it's uncomfortable. But that discomfort is exactly the mechanism doing the work. I'm putting this at S tier. Cross-body hammer curl. Curl the dumbbell up and across your body toward the opposite shoulder instead of straight up. It hits the brachialis, the muscle underneath your bicep that pushes it up and makes your arm look thicker from the side. The crossing motion does reduce the actual range of tension on the bicep itself, though, so while it's a solid accessory move, it can't replace a primary builder. B tier. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the next couple exercises are almost never done correctly, and getting them right completely changes where they land. Preacher curl. Arms braced against an angled pad, curling up. The pad removes any ability to swing or use momentum, forcing your bicep to do 100% of the work through the entire range, especially at the bottom, which is usually the weakest and most neglected part of a curl. This is exactly why bodybuilders have used this move for decades to build peak S-tier plate curl. Holding a weight plate with both hands, curling it up. It looks intense, but mechanically it offers no advantage over a dumbbell or barbell. The awkward grip actually limits how much weight you can safely use, which caps the stimulus. This is more of a novelty exercise. D tier. Cable curl. Standing at a low pulley, curling the handle up. Cables keep constant tension on the bicep through the entire range of motion, unlike dumbbells where tension drops off at the top. That constant tension is a serious growth driver, and it's why so many advanced lifters build their arm day around cables. A tier. Machine curl. Fixed path. Seated. Consistent resistance. It removes stabilization completely, which sounds good. But it also removes the need for your bicep to control the weight through the full range, and that control is part of what builds strength and size. Fine as a warm-up or finisher, not as your main lift. C tier. We're about a third through this list, and the next one might genuinely surprise you. Stick around. Reverse curl. Overhand grip, curling up. This shifts almost all the tension onto your forearm extensors, not your biceps. Great forearm builder, just not what you want if biceps are the actual goal. D tier. Weighted chin up. palms facing you, pulling your chin over the bar, weight added once body weight gets easy. This is one of the only bicep exercises that trains the muscle under a compound, heavy load through a massive range of motion. Full stretch at the bottom, full contraction at the top. Almost nothing else on this list combines that much resistance with that much range. S tier. Resistance band curl. Same pattern as a cable curl, using a band instead. The resistance curve actually works against you here. Bands get harder the further you stretch them, meaning the hardest part is at the top of the curl, which is where your bicep is naturally strongest and needs the least help. Good for travel, not ideal for serious growth. C tier. Hammer curl. Neutral grip, thumbs facing up. This does double duty. It still hits your biceps significantly while also building the brachialis and forearm, giving you a fuller, thicker-looking arm instead of just a taller peak. The only reason it's not higher is the neutral grip slightly reduces peak bicep activation compared to a supinated grip. A tier. Halfway there. And the next exercise is one almost nobody in the gym does right. Single arm cable curl. Behind the back. Cable positioned behind you, curling forward. The unusual angle creates an awkward line of pull that reduces control and stability far more than it adds any unique benefit. More novelty than program staple. D tier. Concentration curl. Seated, elbow braced against your inner thigh, curling one arm at a time. The braced position eliminates all momentum and forces total mind-muscle focus on the bicep. This is often the exercise people use to fix a lagging or uneven arm, because you genuinely can't cheat it. A tier. Zottman curl. Curl up with palms facing you, then rotate your wrists and lower the weight with palms facing down. You get bicep work on the way up and forearm work on the way down, which is genuinely efficient for time. But the added complexity means most people rush the eccentric portion, which is the exact part doing the most work. B tier. Drag curl. The bar drags up your torso instead of curling away from your body, keeping your elbows pinned behind you the whole time. Excellent for isolating the bicep and avoiding shoulder involvement. But the limited range of motion means it works best as a supplement to a bigger lift, not a replacement for one. C tier. Only a few exercises left. And one of these might be the most misunderstood movement on the entire list. EZ bar curl, same as a barbell curl, but with an angled bar that puts your wrists in a more natural position. It lets you load heavy like a barbell curl while reducing wrist strain. The only reason it's not higher is the angled grip slightly reduces full bicep contraction compared to a straight bar. A tier. Spider curl. Chest braced against an incline bench, arms hanging in front of you. Like the preacher curl, it removes momentum. But the angle here places slightly less stretch on the bicep at the bottom compared to preacher curls. Still, genuinely solid. B tier. Cable rope curl. Rope attachment, twisting your wrists out at the top of the curl. That twist adds a nice peak contraction at the top, but it doesn't add enough over a standard cable curl to rank much higher. B tier. 21 seconds, 7 reps in the bottom half of the curl, 7 in the top half, then 7 full reps. Genuinely brutal for a burnout finisher and builds serious mind-muscle connection. But the lighter weight required to survive all 21 reps means it's not doing much for raw strength or size on its own. C tier. So there you have it. 20 bicep exercises. Ranked. If you want to build your entire arm day around just 4, take barbell curls, incline dumbbell curls, preacher curls, and weighted chin-ups. Everything else has its place. But those 4 are non-negotiable. Let me know in the comments if you'd rank any of these differently, and I'll catch you in the next video.